the yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. First and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They face second down and 7. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. From the gun on third down. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Christian Harris there on the stop. On second down, it's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos have struck first in the AFC Championship game. They're out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. Stroud begins with a pass. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. He'll get about 2. Christian Harris there on the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. They're going to motion the tight end over here. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Oh, ready? Hey, no more. Look the hot.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a 1st down.
Oh, ready?
Here's Stroud. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll tuck it and take off. And he will score. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
First down, Broncos.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. It's the Broncos with the early lead.
Texans 7.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. Third and long. They'll go play action with Nix. On the sideline, Kirk pulls it in.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Ow, what's that? What? Hey, south, south, south.
Now Stroud. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
11.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That's caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Texans are on top. It's 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
11.
To throw, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a 1st down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. Dicker's kick is good. And the Texans will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. They'll throw. It's Nix. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
A handoff to Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Second down. Nix. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
That is caught. What a throw. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Broncos will come back to tie things at 17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. And it's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Stroud. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Nike taxi. Hey, south. Robin. Hey, uno.
A second down throw for Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Point after now from Dicker. It's up and good. And the Texans will go up by 7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44. So we've reached halftime here in the AFC title game. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Why Tony?
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
All right.
Throwing is Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
All right.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts.
All right. Look the hot.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
Here we go, let's go.
And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. This one caught at the 4. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk, and it'll lead to a second down. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And this is what happens when you can pair a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
Back to throw is Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting to just
yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tell the Road told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Look at my VIP.